Alright, we're back. So the cylinders are all cleaned up. Measure these pistons real quick so I know which one's which. This is the small one. It's the big one. Which one was which again? I forgot. This is the small one. Yep. So this is the small one. Small. There's the big one. Big. Pretty technical how I do that, huh? Okay, let's see what the difference in bore size is. Ooh, that one is definitely tighter than this one on the side to side. So this is the most out around, so it's tight on the direction of movement. Yep. So it's tight on the front to back where it matters. If it's side to side, it wouldn't matter. So it's loose on the side, tight that way. So this is our small cylinder. It's also the big cylinder. It's the most. It's both. It's both of them, all at once. So this is small. I usually mark it twice so we know. So clean with. It's the big one. Yeah, the pin must have finally warmed up. It's starting to leave ink down now. You had to wait for it to bleed down, I guess. Okay, so we got small and big for both parts. So now we know which one goes where. That's kind of important. You know, not really to most people, but to me it does. If you put together either way, it wouldn't really make any difference because it's loose. It just makes more noise on one side than the other. Okay, so get the parts out of the way so I got room to work. Alright, so there's what that looks like. You can see where all the rust pitting is at. Luckily at the bottom of the cylinder doesn't really matter because the rings don't get down there and the skirt doesn't really give a squat. So if it was up the top of the cylinder up on this side, it would make a huge, huge difference in power and reliability. But being the other way, it's just cosmetic down there, pretty much. Same on the outside here, doesn't really matter. Alright, so these are good to go. We got an extra, which clearance we have now? We're at, we got an extra thou in there at least on the tight spot. Probably 1.5 thou on the loose spot. So there you go. Racing clearance. He clean is not going to run the piss out of it this time. Well, the pistons are ready for him if he doesn't. If he's lying, which they usually do. Okay, so now we know what we got to do. So we got to mock this up here in the... Not mock it up, we got to put it over here up on our plate. Stuff up a little bit. Gonna have a flat surface here on its plate to work to. That gives that something to hit against. The lip right here gets stuck on the case under my milling machine here if I don't put those down. Let's see. That's got to come out. Table's a little high in the air right now also. Okay, it goes right in there. So you got strap clamps stuff here. So what I do is I put this inside the case like this. So this pulls up against the case. And I got another one on this side. It sandwiches it all together. Coming through the hole right here. Down there. a good view of my arm. I mean, if there's any holes in the back of my sweater, I get really self-conscious, you know. Does anybody believe that? Gotta give it a squat. Okay, so that's how that goes. And see the one inside down there is right there. So that'll be up in the air like that when I get it all adjusted where I want it to be. So now I'm going to rotate this until it's flat. I usually like doing the rear one first. Doesn't really matter, whichever one you like doing. Need a hammer, a wrench, second wrench, and a digital level. All important things to do this job. So, the first thing I do is kick it over there where you think it's going to be, roughly. And you're going to tighten this up. You're going to kind of square it up. You'll make sure the stud is going flat, it's not cocked at an angle. If it's cocked in, you tighten down and start machining, it'll self level out and get loose. So you gotta make sure it's flat before you tighten it. Unless you want to have a cutter chasing around inside there and breaking things and causing all kinds of damage. Then you can do it that way. Okay, we're within 0.9 degrees of being accurate for an initial mock-up. So, which way am I off? I'm too high on this side, I think. Yep. Out there for now. Okay, so I hold the center nut with this one. I'll tighten with this one. I usually like to bang it up and down just a little bit. Makes things kind of self-center. Put our level back up in here and use it to bring it in a little closer. 0.19 off. And we are which way? We got to go up a little bit. Okay, it'll work. So right now we're 0.01 off. So you always want to double check your numbers. Now we're 0.02 up. We're 0.02 down. If you average that means we're 0, 0, 0, right? Even though it's expensive house level, it still has accuracy issues. I'll leave that out. I don't like leaving my tools out, but we'll leave it out. Okay, so we got this kind of where we want it. We're going to go ahead and tighten it down now. Fairly tight. I don't want to tighten down so much you break it. It is a twin cam, they're not very strong, so got to be careful. I have broken these cases before, so they are very weak. Keep that out. Okay, now I got to go ahead and indicate this in. The dial indicator. First we can go down quite a bit. At some point we're going to be down this far. So we might as well just go down this far now, right? I was doing something else, so go down about 8 inches. It's 100 per turn, that's 80 turns. Plus clearance. There we go. That'll work. Okay, get our dial indicator here. Okay. Tells us where we're at. First thing I do is get it kind of centered up a little bit. Pretty close. damn close for guessing. Now I have not moved my center point since I did the last case, so it should be the same right now. Or did I move? I moved it a little bit. I moved it 62. No, that one was accurate. Okay, so this is the same dimension as the other case was from the plate to my center of my hole right now. So we're 2/10 of a thou off the center right now up there, which is close enough. So it should be round, but it probably isn't. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and surface, or check the surface on the top here. Right now I just centered off the hole, so we're relatively close just by eyeballing it. Now we can go ahead and square up the deck here. You gotta make sure you don't hit the dowels with your indicator like I just did. That's why you want to get close to your bore. Make sure you don't nail anything. Okay. Alright, so how far off is this one? So now we get to see how far off we are. So right now, go ahead and crank it up a little bit right here. Zero that out so we know where we're at. Yeah, it doesn't really matter at this point, but I like zeroing. Habit. Okay, looks like we're about half a thou under right there. Yeah, this case is flat. That's pretty good. About half under. But semi about half. Half to one over. Or that's a low spot. See, that's half a thou under. 0. Half over. 3/4 of a line. 3/4 of a thou over. See, every mark on this is half a thou. So the big tall lines are 1 thou. So we're working pretty close here. So my digital level got me within 1 thou what I needed, see? So we're about 1.5 down over there. And we're half to 1 depending on where you measure. So now we just knock this down just a little bit. So now we're half on the low spot, that's the high. So here goes the 1. Over here. Pretty evenly, about 1.5 off there. That should do the trick. There's 1.5 down, half down. And this is about 1.5 all the way around. I'm good with that. That's about half down there. And that's about half down over here. Pretty close. It's common to be 3 thou out of whack. Every now and then I get a case that actually matches my tooling. It's rare, but it does happen. Oh, this one does. Pretty good. Okay, so we're going to zero that guy out for now. Not that we don't need to. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do the bore. So we're going to do the same thing we just did, except now we're going to center it up over here. Alright, took the lock off. Pretty close. Okay, so we got 0 on this side. Okay, so let's see what dimension we're off over here. Try to move it 2/10. It's going to move at some point. Wrong direction. Just tapping this like this. See? 1, 1, 0. Okay, after y'all done, just center up the screw so there's no load on the screw. So we're about 1 to 1.5 down right there. And this one here is 0. So the difference between this case and the last case is we're 1.5 off. That means 3/4 of a thou off on center. So we're at 0 right now up there. So we go 3/4 of a thou, which is, we want -7/10 to 8/10. There's 7. Let's see what we got. About 3/4 of a thou under. And we're about 3/4 of a thou under. There you go. This other direction, a good half over at least. And this way over here, we're about 0. We're high there. So this one we're at 58 right now. There's 1 2/10. And we can see. So we're going plus and minus a half, it looks like. We can't see very well. So we're 0 there, and we go way thick here. So we need to go some more. We are at 7/10. Or 6, I mean, we're 2/10, excuse me. Now we're at 8/10. Probably went too far. 0 to 1 over. And 0 to 1 over, right? Hard to see from my angle. When I can see, it looks pretty close. Close enough for me. 7/10 probably better. I'm not going to worry about a 1/10. I can live with that. Double check our other number, make sure it didn't move on us. Looks good. Alright, we're centered up within ½ thou easily. Okay, so now everything's set for where we're going to bore the hole. Alright. That's the important part. Being centered is important. Okay, I'm going to do my tools. Be right back.